Hey, what's up with Skippy? I still got COVID. Even though it's like, glad I took the shots. That's all I gotta say. Preventive medicine. Uh, yeah. Okay? Because, like, I don't understand people. Like, I mean, I live, like, I'm looking forward to the extinction of the human race. Flat out. Call me eugenicist or whatever. I'm looking forward to the human race being completely wiped out. Okay? We are a virus on the face of this planet, and much like the dinosaurs and their number of extinctions that happened because there were multiple dinosaur extinctions, we too shall pass. And when it happens, what a blessed day it will be. Because if there's one thing I know about humans is they know how to fuck everything up. And let's just get it over with, okay? Humanity has been on this planet for tens of thousands of years. Has no chance of getting along. Zero chance. So, I'm up for it. You know, hey, Putin, you pussy faggot, you pussy ass wimp. Drop some bombs, bitch. Drop some fucking bombs. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of paying rent. You know? Christianity's a fucking death cult. Look at this. Cornball. All religions are death cults. My God. The goal is to go to heaven. Like, the goal isn't to live your life and enjoy life. It's to prepare yourself for death. And, like, what the fuck? That's like, I can't stand that about religion. It's like, because I didn't prepare myself for this life, but you're telling me I got to prepare myself for a next life? Got it. Okay. That doesn't sound like a fucking scam at all. See, I'm very happy that I got over religion at a young age and realized it was all fucking bullshit. Like, I seriously have a hard time believing that adults actually believe in angels. We don't even have a picture of God. A picture. We have paintings. We have police sketches. Not a photograph. Not a fuck. We don't even have a telescope big enough to see God. It's probably because it doesn't fucking exist. But I'm just one of those weirdos who thinks that the world would be a much better place without religion or this God character who ruins everything by just turning regular people into fucking assholes. Like, I don't get it. Here, I should have tried this before I put the salsa in. Let me try it. This is a corn bowl exclusive on the El Pollo Loco app. It's got cojita cheese, which I don't get to have very often, and I enjoy it. But I want to talk about something like men. Men, what the fuck happened to you? You're an embarrassment. Like, you, like, you're just gonna have to admit at some point, okay, that women are equal and if not better than yourself, okay? Your stupid little patriarchal brain has through thousands of years of conditioning, programming, and indoctrination. Been force-fed to believe that men make all the right decisions. Men always give the right answers. Fucking not true. There's one thing about the human race that cracks me up more than anything. That's human error. Every time. Human error. I love it. You know, Mike Lindell says that he's going to come out with all the evidence about the election being stolen. How far is your lie going to take you, pal? All the way to bankruptcy court. Good for you. It's amazing how many people follow Trump straight to bankruptcy. He's only been bankrupt, what, 7 times? America's going to be, what, his 8th bankruptcy? But anyhow, men, okay, you are pathetic and weak and insecure, and it shows, okay? These stupid-ass alpha male classes, these boot camps that I see you taking, 18 grand to make a YouTube video to make you look like the biggest pussy on the face of the earth. It's amazing. You pay money to prove to everybody how much of a wuss you are. Alpha males. More like alpha fails. Get it? But men, you're a real letdown. Okay? And the women show it. They don't want to date you. You're toxic. They got an app called T so they can discuss how disgusting you are. Which is fine. Men are gross. Women are awful. Have at it. That's why I don't date anymore. That and just... I came to a realization after my last girlfriend. What do I want more in life? Do I want a piece of ass? Or do I want peace of mind? I chose peace of mind. The girl that I was with, fucking worst person on the face of the planet. Just the fucking worst. Her name was Becky. And I fucking hate you, Becky. I ain't afraid to admit it. We were friends. For a long time we were friends. I used to take you out on dates when your boyfriend would give us money and we go to Kennywood. Because I was a nice guy. Back in the day, there was a time when I didn't have sex with my friends' girlfriends. Okay? And later on in life, I realized that I was going to be a professional other man. Reason being, I have the ability to do something that a lot of guys can't. Okay? I have what's called a sense of humor. Women find this very attractive. Okay? Even at my heaviest. Okay? Even at my heaviest, which was 278 pounds. Okay? I'm like in my, late 30s, I think? And a 24-year-old virgin is doing everything in her power to lose her virginity with me? Why? I'll tell you why. See these beautiful blue eyes? They love them. They love them. Intelligence is sexy. You stupid motherfuckers don't get it. You're too dumb to know you're an idiot. That's your problem. And it's hysterical to watch. Oh, well, the women. No, it's you. It's fucking you. Get it in your toxic little alpha brain skull. It's you. You are the problem. You are the reason women don't want to date you. You are the reason women don't want to procreate. You dumb scum. Me, I'm not having kids. Because my kids are safer in my balls than they are walking the streets right now. My kids are doing so much better in my balls. No kids for Skippy. Don't need them. I've had. This is how good. Okay. I've had 5 women ask me to marry them. Okay? 5. I said no to 5. Because why? And one of them was an internet millionaire. Okay? Doesn't matter to me. To me, my happiness means more to me than anything. All I want to do is be happy. That's it. All I want to do is be free to do what I want, whenever I want. Not have to call somebody and ask permission. I'm tired of that shit. I love women. I'm not coming down on women whatsoever. I'm coming down on men. Okay? I'm just telling you my struggles with women right now. But I've had more struggles with incels and jealous males than I ever will with women. Okay? Because men are insecure, jealous scum. I'll openly admit it. I've been that way. I'm over it. I have no need to be that way anymore. I'm not in competition with anybody. Once you realize that, like, you don't need a lot of things in life, your life becomes a lot simpler. Excuse me. Like, when you live life through function, not fashion, you know, like this shirt, okay? This shirt I got for what? $2. I used to work at a place. I used to get these for $2. And I used to go on tour doing comedy, and I'd buy a bunch of them, and I'd sell them for $10. So, but this shirt's awesome. It only cost me $2. And it's great. Keeps me from being naked. That's all this channel could ever want. But that's why I always stay away from women I can't afford. I see that Louis Vuitton bag, I'm turned off. You're wearing Louis, Gucci, any of that crap. You're trying to let everybody know you're advertising that you are high class. And guess what? I'm street level, baby. But, yeah, my ex, Becky, she tried to project onto social media that she had money. This girl was so fucking broke. Oh, my God. And she was doing these really bad fetish porn videos, and I was helping her with. Oh, God. Told me she was going to pay me, didn't, stiff me. She was, oh, my God, she was horrible in bed. Like, I did not realize what I was getting into, the kind of nightmare. Plus, she, like, you can't tell by looking at a gorgeous woman. You can't tell by looking at a gorgeous woman. Me, grammar, so good. You cannot tell by looking at a gorgeous woman that they have 3 DUIs, 5 years of unpaid taxes, which means they have to get paid for all of their crappy fetish porn in Amazon gift cards, because if they open up a bank account, it immediately gets closed by the government because she's a fucking felon. Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into. And the worst part is, like I said, she's bad in bed. Like, how are you supposed to be doing porn when you're this bad in bed? I'm talking like, just really just horrible. Like, bed's like when you're naked with somebody, you're supposed to be in there having a good time, having fun, laughing and everything. This fucking bitch. I'm a huge fan of sliding my ding dong in between a set of huge knocker. She, being the bottom feeder that she was, she found some sucker to buy her fake knobs. And me, being the guy who loves boobies, I was planning on, sandwiching them around something. I made my move and I went towards it. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm going to titty hack you." She goes, "No, you're not." I go, "Why not?" And she goes, "What do I get out of it?" I was like, "You selfish fucking cunt. What do you get out of it?" "You get a wet neck. You get a splash in your chin." What the fuck? We're having sex. What do you get out of it? An orgasm. If you can, you fucking light. She's so bad in bed. Oh, just horrible. And once I found out she hated giving head, I was like, yeah, you're giving it all the time. Yeah, I had to break up with her. Like, she was not my last sex. I had a 3-way out in Vegas with 2 showgirls before I called it quits. Because I was at some party and I ended up at the Palms Casino at the top where that MTV show was. There had a bowling alley in there, and I ended up going bowling with a drunk midget from the Beecher's Madhouse, this dude named Danny. Me and him were wasted bowling at 4 a.m. I was working for this weed company, and I had a bunch of vapor pens, and I ended up hooking up these girls with vapor pens, and next thing you know, we're naked in the hot tub. Shit happens sometimes. What happens in Vegas ends up a story on this channel, I guess. But that was a good time. But anyway, I'm saying I've had enough experience with women that I don't need anymore. I'm very happy and comfortable being alone, and that's just where I'm going to stay. But I want to talk about something. Gooning. What the fuck is this shit? Gooning. It cracks me up. We used to just call it jacking off, but the kids nowadays, they got a no cap, skibbity, goon, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Every generation has their dumb vernacular. My generation, too. I'm not liking this, to be honest. The cajita bowl with corn. I had the cheese bowl. But gooning, okay? Yeah. To completely steal a Mitch Hedberg joke and repurpose it for this. I used to goon. I still do, but I used to, too. But, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, masturbation is the key to a happy and functioning lifestyle. Get that Okay, let me put it to you like this, okay? If you don't whack it, alright, you will have a wet dream, which is your balls shitting themselves, okay? If you don't go to the bathroom for a week, if you're not on opiates, if you don't go to the bathroom for a week, you'll probably end up shitting your pants. Go a whole day without pissing, you probably piss your pants. So it's just nature that if you got too much genetic garbage lying around in your balls, it's got to get rid of it. Okay? Sperm is just another fucking waste product. It's piss, it's shit, it's earwax, it's boogers, it's toenails, it's hair. It's just another waste product. So get rid of it. Okay? Think about this too, okay? Even when you bust a nut, there's like a million sperm going down, only one can win. You're wasting sperm there too. So it's just get rid of it. I'm fine with gooning. Completely fine with it. I'm a professional. Actually, whoa, I'm going on. This is my 40th year. My 40th year. Yeah. My buddy Bob, he was married before he killed himself. And he had a motto, which was twice a day, whether I need to or not. And that's just for jacking off. Because, yeah. We need, as guys, we need to. As far as I'm concerned, it's mental and physical health. Because if you let that shit stay in your head too long, you become one of these incel nut jobs that fucking just, they're, ugh. Toxic masculinity. Just get rid of it. I am like so anti-toxic masculinity. Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross, I love you guys. Those are my heroes. If you're going to Andrew Tate or Jomo-sexual Rogan, that's on you, man. You're be toxic as hell. That's you're as a veteran, I fought for your right to be the most non-pussy getting bitch on the face of the planet. So please continue down that path of disgusting toxic behavior, because girls hate it and they hate you for it. But anyway, gooning, I'm a professional. I'm so good at it. For me, I'm 53 years old. For me, it's more of a sleep aid than anything. If I can't sleep, I will rub one out and I will nod off like a champ. It's just human nature. Okay? And also, to you incels, sex is not that important. Okay? Don't make it seem like it's the see-all, do-all, end-all of everything, because it's fucking not. There's way more awesome things out there than sex. Like, not being in a relationship with a toxic bitch. There you go. That's way better. Fuck you, Becky. I hate you. Told me she was going to pay me for these fetish porns. I never got paid. I was in pain. I had a divot. I had like a... we did this porn. I've done porn before, just so you know. I'm not good at it. Not good. It takes a special kind of creep to do that shit. Alright, let me just get... This is what I'm getting to, alright? Enough about Becky. Enough about Becky. I'm tired of talking about her. She's a bitch. Dead lay, no good. Gorgeous garbage. But... gooning. I used to get paid to goon. I hate that word. Like, because I love the movie The Goonies. Whatever. Stupid kids. No respect for the Goondocks. But, hey, you guys. So, yeah, I used to get paid. Yep. Cash money, dude. I used to get paid cash money to whack it. Yeah. I used to get paid to goon, bitch. And you're like, Skippy, well, how can I get paid to goon? Well, a magician never reveals his secrets, but in this case, I will. I've had a very incredible life, not gonna lie. I'm the brokest motherfucker you've ever met. But I'm also rich in things you can't take away from me. And that's what I love about my life. I've lived life through experience. Okay? Instead of like buying shit to... Look at me, I buy this, now you like me better. I buy this, now you like me better. I buy this, now you like me better. No, Skippy buys nothing. Skippy don't care. I hate buying shit. Outside of food and weed. Necessities. I don't need nothing. I'm pissed off I have too much. But magician gonna reveal his secret. How you get paid to goon, Skippy? How you get paid to goon? Well, I'll tell you. Most of my life has been luck or fate or just chance. And I'm very happy that I was in those places and those times where the luck and the fate and the chance turned out to be in my favor. And what I'm talking about right here, I myself used to be in a gay punk rock cover band. Okay? We were a Black Flag cover band. We covered Black Flag better than Black Flag. But we were a gay version of Black Flag. We were called Black F to the A to the G. Black Flag. And it was fun. It was absolutely fun. And I love gay people. And I used to play a gay character called Bugger, named after Mugger, the roadie for Black Flag back in the day. I was originally Tesco Venus for our first show, but they chose the name after that. Because I was only supposed to be in the band for one gig, ended up being in it for 6 years. And we had rotating stock. Just like the band Black Flag, we had rotating stock. We had rotating bassists, guitarists, dancers. I was a dancer in the band. And this one time we had a dude in the band named Eric. And Eric was crazy as fuck, and I love this dude. And we'd go on tour. He was in a band called GG Elvis. They were like an Elvis, GG Allen band. That dude was crazy. And he'd be like doing some insane shit on stage, just like GG Allen did. And it was funny. And Eric suffered from night terrors. And when we'd go on tour and we'd be sleeping on a floor somewhere, poor Eric, you'd just be seeing him over there like you ever seen like a dog have a bad dream? It was like that every fucking night. Like, I felt so bad for the dude, but he was just an awesome dude. He's just crazy. I loved him. I love crazy people. I'm crazy, so I just love crazy people. But I'm one of the good crazy. I'm not like out to hurt anybody. I just like having fun. You know, I'm all out. For me, like, I'm the most empathetic individual. Like, I don't even like to watch skateboard videos of people crashing anymore. Like, I just don't want to see people in pain. I'm not that kind of person. But anyway, Eric, we'd go on tour, we'd go dance, we'd have fun, we'd get drunk, enjoy life. Then one day I get this text message. It says, "Hey Skip, I need you to go to AIM to get tested. I got you booked for 3 bukkake flicks." I'm like, what? He's like, "I need you to go to AIM. Go get tested." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I work for a porn producer named Jim. And Jim needs dudes to whack off and blow loads onto some chick because she's got a car payment or something. I don't know." But Eric worked for this porn producer named Mr. Filth. Jim, I can't think of his last name right now. It'll come to me. But Jim's in a punk band. He's in a punk band called Kilroy. And yeah, Jim's just a cool dude. All right, he's been making porn since the 90s. How I originally met him was through Eric. We went up with this band called the Meat Men. We went to this porn shoot, and we got to watch a 7-woman violation porn video being made where one girl gets basically bombarded with arsenal of love missiles, to quote Tesco V. And it was pretty intense, and I got to meet Natasha Nice that day, and she was a big sweetheart. Back when she was 20. She's like 30 something now. She's been in it for a while. Good for her. But yeah, so like we went to this porn thing, like this porn shoot, and it was crazy because it was this place. It's in Chatsworth. Who would have thought the porn Hollywood? It was up in Chatsworth, and it was a place called the Office. Okay, because you give at the office, you get it, and it's this like industrial warehouse area, and outside are all these like stupid looking props and everything. And then you walk inside, and it's every porn set you've ever seen in your fucking life. Absolutely insane. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, I went to AIM. I got I even discussed it with my mom. Okay? I even discussed it with my mom. I told her I was booked for 3 of these movies where I'd be making $75 each movie. I got paid $75 to whack it, bro. And when I was discussing it with her, I told her I had to pay $125 to get the AIM test. I think it was $125. And she's like, well, that's a lot of money. And I go, well, I'm going to be making $225 off of it, and plus it could lead to future work. And she's like, oh, well, that sounds good. Once you explain it in dollars, Mom's cool with it. But I love my parents. I got the best parents in the world. They just been putting up with my shit forever. And like for me telling them I'm doing, these, they're like, yeah, we figured it, or whatever. It's so funny too, because like I've come full circle in like everything in my life. It's really crazy. I've seen like everything. Like fireworks, okay? When I was in middle school, I was selling fireworks. Get out of college, I worked for a fireworks wholesaler and just sell fireworks and shit. Porn, I used to work at a porno bookstore in Pittsburgh when I was in college, and then moved to California and get into porn. Comedy, punk rock, did everything. I just live life. That's what you're supposed to do. Anyway, so after explaining it to my mother, like I said, I get to go to these porn shoots and stuff, and it was really cool. And I'm going to be very honest with you, all right? Louis C.K., when I was doing the porn shoots, Louis C.K., he had a joke, which was, be thankful you can't smell porn. He's so right. My God. The sets, it smells bad. It smells like stale excrement and BO, and like it's not a pleasant thing. It's real. Okay. This was new to me, okay? I didn't know what I was getting into, and then I just got into it. And it was like, it was weird. The only thing creepier, okay? The only thing creepier than being in a room with 80 guys whacking off on one girl. The only thing creepier than that is being one of those dudes. And I know this because I was one of those dudes. It was the single-handedly creepiest thing I've ever done in my fucking life. There were dudes there who were ready to bust like as soon as they got there. Me, I was preying on my erectile dysfunction medicine to work. Hardly. No pun intended. But it was just creepy. I had to leave the room and go into another section of the area to go whack, to get a chubby. Because it was just so, at that point, repulsive. And I was just like, how did I get myself in this? I'm so glad I'm wearing shoes. Oh my God. But it was super creepy. So creepy I did it 3 times. And every time I got worse. Because what happened was my buddy Eric, he had the lucky job. When you finished your work, when you gave at the office, you got a yellow Post-it note with your number on it, okay? Goes from 1 to 80 for every dude who gets it. Okay? And that is your ticket for cash, okay? Because you have to have donated in order to get your cash. So, every time I did it, I got worse. First time I did it, I was number 52. Second time I did it, I was number 53. Third time I did it, I was number 54. In succession. Don't know how. But those are the numbers I got. And it was even crazier. I was hanging out one time at this comedy show, and I actually hung out with one of the girls that yeah. She's nice. She's not alive anymore, which is sad, but she's nice. I like porn people. They're nice people. They're creepy, but we all are in our own special way. But yeah, I keep seeing all these stories about gooning and everything, and I was just like, yeah, I got paid. There you go. Life mission for you gooners out there. See if you can get paid for doing what you do best. Goonie goohoo. But I don't know. Time. Geez, I'm talking too long. Oh well, yeah, I got paid to goon. Porn is cool. Anything that pisses off religious people is awesome in my book. I think, but you know what? If God didn't want us to have porn, then why'd he make naked women look so goddamn good? Answer me that, Christians, Catholics, Jews, Muslims, Scientologists, whatever. You're all dumb. It cracks me up in our society. We as a society have not been able to figure out that every religion is just a long con. And like, all your gods don't exist without your stupid books. But whatever. I'm going to keep being me. I'm the best me I can be. I'm prepared for heaven or hell. Because they don't exist. I'm just over it. You know, if God were real, wouldn't we all have that information inside of us? Keep believing what you want to believe. I believe in myself, and I believe. I'll take a sip. Yeah, just so you know, this is my like 3rd day of COVID or something. It's not that bad, you know. I got all my shots. I know all the right-wingers were saying I was going to die if I get the shots, but looks like millions of them died because they didn't. So, who's to say who won? Me or the dead guys that didn't get the shots? I don't know. I love that right-wing way of thinking, though, man. This is it. It's like, it's do or die with them. It's either they do it on earth or they die and go to heaven and tell Jesus all about it. Whatever. Do you think Jesus really wants to hang out with any Christian whatsoever, or a Catholic, or anyone wearing that cross around their neck? That thing killed him, that cross you wear. That's a murder weapon. You think he wants to see that thing? Get the fuck out of here. Whatever. Anyway, I got paid to goon. I got paid to goon. It used to be, it was so funny too, you'd have to call the Bukkake hotline. Yeah, that's what I forgot, called Bukkakes. Jim Powers, that's his name. He brought Bukkake over from Japan. He found this fetish when he was in Japan, and he brought it over to America. And Bukkake, it's where like 100 dudes all whack it to one lady or a couple. I don't know. I don't make the rules. But Jim Powers, he's awesome. But yeah, he had this thing called the Bukkake hotline. I wish I still had the number. It's in one of my old phones. But you would call up the Bukkake hotline and it'd be a message. They're like, hey, you mopes. Like, because, okay, let me fill you on some insider information on the porn industry, okay? There are dudes in the porn industry called mopes. And what these guys are, they are these unemployed guys. All they do is hang around porn sets. All they do is hang around porn sets and wait for, you know, something to bang or some work. Okay? Because these guys are just desperate and they're just looking for action, looking for a couple of bucks. These people who hang around the porn places and stuff, they're called mopes. And they're basically just indentured servants at that point. Because they just like make them do all sorts of stuff for free. You know, there's like, Jim was telling me he used to like let a couple dudes stay in the, what's it called? Like a couple of homeless dudes used to stay in the, his warehouse till, you know, one of them murdered another guy. It happens sometimes. But anyhow, Jim's a great guy. And I enjoy his work. He's a content creator for the porn industry. All those companies, like, you know, Brazzers and all those companies, everything, they get all of their movies from content creators. Okay? The content creators, they get a budget, they create content, then they sell that content to one of the bigger companies. The bigger companies then retail it to the consumer in hopes of getting a return on it. So, I don't know. But he told me many years ago at a porn convention, we were at the AVN in Vegas, and he was saying, yeah, with all the free sites going on, the porn industry is going ass up, no pun intended. But he's still kicking it, so I don't know. Whatever. I think porn is great. It's just art you can whack off to. And also, I mean, I'm happy that there's such, you know, a slut economy out there that, like, women are making a lot of money. You know, like, I have girlfriends that are on OnlyFans and stuff. And they're making a good amount of money without having to, you know, go out and, like, you know, get a stupid job. I'll say it. You know, if you can make more money just looking good on the internet, go for it. You know, if whatever makes your life easier, go for it. Like I said, I got this one girlfriend, and she's gorgeous, okay? She's 50 years old. 50 years old, all right? Absolutely stunning woman. And she makes a small fortune on OnlyFans. She used to strip. OnlyFans gives her a great opportunity to not have to do that, to not have to deal with creeps touching her, to not have to, like, put up with any of that garbage. And I feel good for her, because men are creeps, and that I feel the women are safer online than they are in public. So, good for them. I'm very happy that women are making men angry with their actions, because men, you really got to step up your game. You're really, really embarrassing yourselves. I'm not a toxic male. I'm not a toxic male. I'm not embarrassing myself. I just get to sit here and watch all you guys embarrass yourselves trying to be something that you're not. You know, just try to be yourself. And if anything, just try to get a fucking sense of humor. Try to tell a joke. Try to fucking make somebody smile. Like, that's the problem. It's like, you guys are miserable and you want to bring people down to your level. My problem is, I'm not miserable. That's not a problem, I guess. But it's a problem for these guys who think it's, to them, like, I used to be at the Comedy Store all the time. I get chicks left and right. Why? Because I'm always smiling, I'm always happy, and I'm just always having a good time. Because you'd always have, like, these guys, like, lurking around, judging. I'm like, no, interact. Don't be afraid of anyone. We're all strangers until we start talking to each other. And plus, I'm a big fan of cool stories. I love people with cool stories. Like my buddy Craig Gass, who was on Howard Stern, got the coolest stories. Because me, like I got cool stories, but that dude, he's got all the cool stories. He introduced me to Eddie Van Halen, goddammit. But anyway, all I'm saying is, dudes, if you want women to like you, stop being a fucking asshole. Learn how to laugh at yourself. Don't take everything so fucking seriously. Remind yourself that there's more than just one girl in the world. And if you get obsessed with just one girl, it will ruin you. It's happened to me a number of times. Remember, I'm sick. I got COVID. But also, just remember, happiness is the key to success. If you're not happy, you're not going to be successful. You're going to be miserable in everything you do. I'm the happiest COVID person you've ever seen. Why? Because I can still taste that. It tastes bad. I thought I'd enjoy it more. But I don't. I'm still going to eat it. Just not right now. This COVID is really weird. Like, I have hardly an appetite. But, tell you what I am going to do. I am going to go take a bath. Because if there's one thing I know, baths are amazing. I love me a good bath. Epsom salt bath. When I get food poisoning, which is normally about 2-3 times a year, I will subject myself to an Epsom salt bath. And I will eat activated charcoal to help calm down the poison in my system. Because when I get food poisoning, I start sweating profusely. Oh my God, my bed, my couch, my blankets, my shirts, my underwear, everything is saturated and soaked with sweat. So I'm just like, beat it to the punch. I just hop in the tub and just stay there. Sweat it all out in the tub, and that way the Epsom salt has a chance to take out the poison too. But I'm going to take a bath in hopes of alleviating some of the nasal congestion I have right now and some of the sore throat that I have. Because I didn't know, you hear all the hype and everything. Public Enemy told me don't believe the hype in 1988. And ever since then, I have been like that. I don't trust the media. Nobody should. Don't believe the hype. It's a sequel as an equal. Can I get this through to you? My 98 booming with the trunk, the funk. All the jealous punks can't stop it, don't. But what I'm saying is, I'm very happy I got my shots. Because I've had friends get this and it's been much worse. And hopefully I'll be able to go to, back to work next week. I'm hoping. But I also got to take my temperature. And I got to take a bath. Take it easy. But yeah, dudes, if you can find a way to get paid to goon, do it. And just goon. Girls too. We jack off, you jill off, everybody gets off. Let's just, you'll be much happier. Much. Don't take it like God's watching. Seriously, okay? Like, if Jesus is watching you do it, he's a creep. I remember I've been cock blocked by Jesus so many fucking times it makes me sick. I had this one girl tell me one time, I introduced her to Eddie Van Halen on Valentine's Day. Told us we couldn't have sex because she told me Jesus is watching. I introduced you to a God that night. And you don't want to fuck me because Jesus is watching. Jesus is not my homeboy. Jesus cock blocks a motherfucker. Yeah. And also if a woman wants you to convert to her religion to marry her, that means she loves her religion more than she loves you. Same thing with dudes. If they want you to convert to their religion, that's just convert to my lie. Your lie's not good enough. My lie's better. It's just so stupid. Like, get over that shit, man. Start living a free life. You know, get the fuck over. You know, when are you going to realize these televangelists, all they do is pimp Jesus for another Rolls Royce? You're stupid. But anyway, Paid to Goon. This guy. I did it. Alright, that's my story. Glad you were here. Snots. I'm out of here. Stay awesome. I'll talk to you later. Bye.